So I'm going to switch to English because this is basically a Foccci / Clara tutorial at this point. So I'm going to use this open inventory can tool. You could use the web interface on the ESP32, but I don't like it. So we're going with this. So the first thing to do is to check the parameters. This is the listing command. And dump all gives the values that are active. So the first thing to do is do all the actuator tests and check that they work. So number one is open lock. You can see the lock is actually I think it's closed. So the lock motor wires have to be reversed, I think. Number two is closed lock. It actually opened. Yeah, so I'll switch that around. Test one is open lock. It's open. Two is close, and it closed. And then when you zero it, it will open it and then like idle the motor after I think 1 second or something. So then number three is contactor. Well, let's see. Yeah, that seems to work. Then there are the LEDs. For yeah, now it's, I think that's white. Maybe. So 4 should be red. Yeah, that's red. Then 5. Then 6. Back to 0. Oh, that seems to work. Then 7 is stage C. Yeah, I need to get my EVSE set up for that. Before connecting the EVSE, we should check the CP PWM value. It's console pilot duty is 0. So now we have this connected like this. We have a, whatever that means. I have to check the value again. Here. 27%. That seems fine. And of course we should have the cable current limit also. Yeah, that says 20. So now if we do actuator test 7, the EVSE should go into charging. Kind of looks like it already is. Can we see it here somehow? Oh, I don't know. It does say charging. I don't know what that actually means. The AC isn't connected, of course. Maybe this EVSE doesn't care about the CP state coming from the car. That could be it. Anyway, CP and PP are connected, and we can see the temperatures from the DC pins, and every output seems to work. Well, each one that I could test. I don't know if the state C output works because it doesn't seem to do anything on this EVSE, but we'll assume it works. So now I need to start configuring the max power needs to be configured. Then there's max voltage and max current needs also. Target voltage and charge current need to come from CAN. I need to make my BMS publish those, and then set the CAN mapping on this. Also battery voltage needs to come from the BMS on CAN. Then demo control needs to be changed to, what are the options? 0 is CAN, and then there's standalone. It's standalone at the moment, which means it doesn't care about what the car wants, which is wrong. I think in this version you don't need to manually configure CAN watchdog anymore. It should use the BMS message for charge current as the watchdog message. So that's all that should be needed. If there is an inlet voltage sensor, like you install it here, you would configure this to this, or if it's can connected, then can. But I don't have it here, at least yet, so I'll leave it at the default. In which case it adjusts the charger, which seems to work fine, but it's not completely, it doesn't completely follow the standard, I think. Anyway, if you list the CAN mappings, you can see that the Foccci seems to come pre-configured with basically a CHAdeMO to CCS mapping. So if the car already puts out CHAdeMO and reads CHAdeMO messages, it would work fine. But this car actually has a separate bus for CHAdeMO, so I'll need to rework this quite a lot. So here's my CAN mapping. You do need all these to be set to come from somewhere. Then you want to set these, and so now that the car is off, we can see target voltage, charge current and SOC and battery voltage are all 0. And we can observe. Now target voltage is set, charge current is set, SOC is set, battery voltage is not set. That's because I need to add it to the BMS message. And I have not yet updated the BMS. So the BMS is being updated. Yeah, now we see battery voltage is 290. Now there's still this demo console, which is still at the wrong value. Oh, if you're interested about this script, it looks like this. Not very special. So, where is it? Demo control is CAN. Yes, that looks good. then just save the parameters as usual. And now, really, before actually connecting this to the DC link of this car, well, the first thing to do is to actually go test on a CCS charger and see that the contactors close at the correct time, and you can stop the session also. After that works, then you should probably make this system request the battery side contactor in whatever way it's done in your car. In this car it's a CAN message. Also you should disable the inverter so that you can drive away when this is plugged in. Again, depends on the car. In this car it's a CAN message. And after those are done, then you should connect it to the battery. Of course you can connect it directly to the battery from here, in which case you don't need to control the battery contactors, if that happens to be what's in your car. So now we can go on the Open Inverter wiki and well, this is the rapid charging page. We can look up the pin layout of the CCS connector and see that the DC plus pin is on the right side. So we should now, before going to a charger with the 8V connected, we should check that we actually have the positive voltage on the right side. Otherwise something's going to break, and we don't want to break the charger at least. Here's the voltage meter. It's in the volts range going to 1000. Here we command actuator test 3, which is the contactor test. It's on now. Then we go poke the connector. So the right side should be positive. Of course, don't put your fingers in there. Yeah. That's a positive voltage according to the meter. If you put it backwards, it's so negative. And then remember to do this. And now I think I can go to the charger. So the charging seems to be working fine.